Everybody doing that? The Spirit of the Lord is definitely in this place. And I feel good this morning. So I'm going to do this poem entitled Anything, and I will get out of your way. Each morning I awaken, I have to deal with this thing called black skin. Because there was once a time when men with black skin were said to be made for only one thing, and that's hard labor. And whoever the boss liked, he'll let them go in the house and work in the earth. He thought he was doing them a favor. See, but that's no longer the fight. Even after the sight that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. had came to pass, we, the men with the black skin, is doing the opposite of what was once thought of us. Not putting into consideration that granddaddy was one of those little boys who had to walk 5 miles to and from school, excited to learn how to read. Now you want to complain about how cold it is outside, so you rather stay at home instead of catching the school bus? But it gets worse. Those the same group of men who talk about how people held them down when they could have rose end up not getting a job because they failed to change their clothes because they wanted to keep it real. Then they find out they don't have to get a 9 to 5. They'd rather just take what other people work hard for. Then it becomes a system and they feel like they can't get touched anymore. They want to roll candy paint and ride high. See, little kids point and women smile when they ride by. But the women that age not impressed by the toys that they flunk, so they look for the younger girls. It's at this point where my black skinned brothers feel like they're on top of the world. They don't care about the fact that they're headed down a direction to be another statistic. Their only desire is pleasure. Not put into consideration that 75% of AIDS cases fall toward the men with the black skin, so they live their life on deep measures. The people that make it out the hood and don't come back, they call them fake. The people that make it out the hood and come back, their advice ain't good enough. So it's forget the world and everything in it. I'm going to ride with my boys, they better not nobody mess with us. Until they failed to turn the signal light on to switch lanes, not knowing that the police had been following them for about 3 miles. Watching those blue lights pop up in the rearview mirror make the heart rate go from 67 to 200 in about 0.5 seconds, killing smiles. A DWI, possession with intent to deliver, possession of a controlled substance, and possession by a firearm by a convicted felon. Now you want to sit up in the jail cell and pray to heaven, calling J-Rock and pistol, but they done popped the molly and they laid up with their #1 squeeze. You don't want to work for somebody else, so now you work for yourself. No, you don't want to work for yourself, so now you work for somebody else practically for free. The fight to get us out of slavery, and some of us fighting to get back in and take for granted what life really means. You had your life caught up on the shiny things, but you forgot one thing, that you have the power to be anything.